Hafa Adai. Welcome to another Tuesday Talks. And as you can see, I am donning an apron because the topic for today, even though as I've always said in the past with every stream that I do, even the Tuesday Talks, it's an open forum. So, but I just wanted to share a little bit more about my culture. If you're not familiar with my channel, I am from Guam, Hafa Adai, and welcome to my channel. But I do gig work, but I also like to share a little bit more about what I do, and especially where I'm from. So I'm from Guam. It's a very tiny island in the Pacific, and this is going to be Culture Day Part 2. So what I'm cooking is going to be for our dinner. That's the reason why I started my live stream earlier today, because normally I do it about 7, sometimes 7:30. But I wanted to do a little bit early today because I didn't want us to eat too late. Because it is Fiesta Tuesday. Normally we try to do like Fiesta Friday type thing, but anyways, I'm going to be cooking chicken, ribs, red rice, potato salad, tortillas, and for dessert, it's not, I was going to make pasta with which is a baked turnover, but there was already going to be a lot on the plate, but we also have chocolate cake to end the night. So, yeah. Hold on. So welcome in, get comfortable. Please don't hesitate to ask questions about what I'm cooking, and let's go ahead and get started. And if you're just now joining the live stream or even watching this as a replay, good observation there. Hello, or as we say in Guam, Hafa Adai. I am just about to get started, but one of the first things I'm going to do is, it is a big staple for tomorrows, whether they're in Guam or like myself here in Texas. It's called finadeni. Finadeni. What is finadeni, you ask? Traditionally, it is a spicy sauce that includes soy sauce. There's there's so many different versions of how to make finadeni, both spicy and non-spicy. And because I don't do spicy, or pica as we say also, it's going to be the non-spicy version. But let me just grab my ingredients real quick, which I forgot to get ahead of time. But welcome. Okay, so just to show you, as I said, I had already started prepping some stuff beforehand. My daughter is already making the tortillas. She doesn't want to be seen on camera, so I'm just going to show you here.
Still doesn't.
There she is. Look, don't look. But she's already making the tortillas, which is flour tortilla, and it's thicker a standard tortilla. That's why we call it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and make the finadeni, which the way I make it, it's soy sauce. Some versions it's just lemon. Hi. Wow. From California, from England, welcome in. I hope I don't make y'all too hungry. But in some versions of the finadeni, some is made just with lemon, whether you use the juice or fresh, or some with vinegar. But the way I like to make it, I combine them. So let's go ahead and start off with the we'll start off with the soy sauce. Washington in the house. Wow. California, England, and now we've got Washington. Huh? And sorry if I don't see all the comments as I'm moving around, but my hubby just told me we've also got India in the house. So I'm just, because there's not going to be a lot of us here tonight, I'm just doing about a half a cup of soy sauce. And if you saw my previous cooking, you know, I like using the gluten-free soy sauce. Hafa Adai! Just in time, I'm just making the finadeni. And for me, I usually use twice. So if I use 1 cup soy sauce, then I do 2 cups of water. And again, that is just me. But because I used only half a cup of soy sauce, I'm doing 1 cup water. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not measuring the lemon and the vinegar, because most of the time as you're cooking, especially once you get used to it, you just do a lot of eyeballing it. And or just to taste. And I can already tell that I need to add a little bit more soy sauce because it's too light. Whew. All right. And because and that's one of the things I do notice when I'm using the gluten-free, all the way from Guam. When I use the gluten-free, my finadeni isn't as dark. So I'm going to go ahead and try this, and you'll notice, see how, but let's see. Let's try this. Good, but more soy sauce. And probably, if any of my family that's also here that lives nearby, I'll probably be bringing leftovers to them. So, all right, let's try that again. Little bit more soy sauce. And the reason why you want to kind of make your finadeni a little bit, you know, ahead of time is because you want to, and I'm adding green onions, which I've already prepped ahead of time. But you want the onions have time to absorb some of that flavor, as well as put in, you know, the flavor from both the white onion, which I do use, not the yellow onion, but the sweet onion. Ladies, early, sorry I missed the beginning. No worries. Hey, Nieces. The only thing you've missed so far is I am making finadeni. Finadeni is a big staple for Guam. I mean, you don't have to be tomorrow. You could, you know, have tried it once, learn how to make it, and it becomes a staple for you and your family. Okay, now I am hot. I have the oven on there, but the other thing to make it pica or hot. In Guam, we have what is called like the donit peppers. which are small, but they pack a punch. And what is traditionally done, especially to really bring out the flavor and the spice, is if you've got fire, you want to go ahead and roast or toast the pepper for a few seconds, all around. Because normally I would take the pepper and I will put it over the fire, turning it for a few seconds on each side before dicing it and throwing it in, seeds and all. The only thing that I tear off would be where the stick is. And then just throw that in there. And like I said, you want to get your finadeni prepped before you start cooking, because like I said, you want the flavors of both the green and the white onions and even the peppers to have a chance to mingle and just increase that flavor. And what is the use of finadeni? It can be used as a dip with whatever food you're eating, chicken, ribs, fish. You can dip your food in there, or what like some people like to do, they just put it in a little cup and then they pour it all over their plate. So it's to your liking. All right, so I'm just going to put that aside and let this marinate. And then the other thing I'm going to get started on is the red rice. Now, normally what I would do with the red rice, again, if you've seen my previous cooking videos, I've shown how to do what makes our rice red. In Guam, we have, some of you might know this, the annatto, but in Guam, it's, we got the achoti seeds, and basically we soak this, and we are getting our hand nice and red as we are just tearing off all the color from the seeds, and that's what we put into the rice. Do you heat the peppers until they turn black or just a little? I mean, I've seen some finadeni where it's nice and charred. So it really just comes to what you prefer. When I do it, it's, and you got to be ready, because when you start, grilling pepper, it's going to throw that aroma into the air where it's going to get your eyes, your nose. So for me, I don't roast it that long. Just enough to where I know once I start, getting that aroma, I'm turning it and everything, that's good enough for me. And that's when I dice it up and throw it into the finadeni. But that's a good question. So I'm just going to go ahead and wash my rice. And hold on just a second, sorry. Sorry about that. Looks like my daughter Lexi will be joining us